Hey guys, welcome back to Donnyboy73 and welcome back to another episode of Small Engines Questions and Answers, and today's video number 91. The first thing I want to do today is welcome all my new subscribers. If you're new to watching this little show, what I do every Friday is I answer questions that my viewers send me throughout the week. So your question may be picked in the future. And to start off today, I want to answer a question that I've been receiving a lot since I posted a video on my Lincoln Electric Power Mig 180C Mig Welder. People have been asking me, how do you like it? Well, I really love it. It's an awesome little welder, and if you're a small engine mechanic, you should get one for your shop. Even for the average homeowner, it's a good little welder to have around. And here's a quick view of it again. I've used it a bit to make a welding cart, which I will be posting videos in the next month or so. And I've got the fuel cylinder over here. It's argon and CO2. I find that my welds are much better if I'm using the gas. But yes, it's a good little welder and I do recommend it to you guys. And since you see the little outboard motor over here, a question I've been receiving a lot too is, do you get a lot of these in your shop to repair? Well, during the summertime I get a lot more, but I had this dropped off the other day, along with this older Evinrude over here. The guy painted this one. Now this little motor here, the compression is shot. The guy thinks that somebody ran the motor without the impeller working properly, so he believes it overheated. When you pull it over, you hardly feel anything for the compression. Usually you're going to feel a little bit, and even if they have compression as low as 60 psi, they will still start, but this one feels like it has a lot less. I do have to do a compression test just to confirm that and possibly take the head off over here. But the guy was wondering how much these little motors are worth in that condition. If you guys have any experience selling these little motors, just let me know. You can post your comment. Everybody else will appreciate that as well. I don't get too much money if they're not running, unless you get a collector that's really looking for a specific little motor. And this little motor here does have compression. And to start it, you have to wrap a rope around and pull it each time so it doesn't have a recoil. And this one here seems to have a bit of compression, so it could be promising to get this one going. I haven't even had time to look at them yet. A question I got the other day is a YouTuber's wondering why his MTD snowblower won't blow the snow as far as a Honda snowblower. One of the reasons why the Honda snowblower may blow further is because of the gear ratio or the way that the impeller is built and the augers. That can really affect how far the snow is going to go. Also, the size of the chute on your snowblower will make a difference as well. Here's a snowblower made by MTD. This is your typical snowblower that you will see pretty often. These blow pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with this blower here. This is my snowblower. And if you look at the augers and the impeller, the size of the chute, the size of the pulleys on the engine and on the shell over here where the pulley for the auger is, you're going to see that it's going to be different from a Honda snowblower. Even the way the impeller is shaped inside can all affect how far the snow is going to blow. So that's the main answer, is it's all in the way it's designed. Also, if you pay a lot more money for a Honda snowblower, you can expect better performance in some areas of your snowblower. So basically it comes down that you get what you pay for. Another question I got the other day is a YouTuber emailed me asking me if he can put a 20 to 24 inch bar on a Poulan 2150 chainsaw. Well, the answer to that is yes and no. You could probably put a 20-inch Poulan chainsaw bar that will fit on your saw, but it may lack a lot of power when you're cutting into big trees. This little chainsaw is only 36 cc's, and for it to run a large bar like this will require a lot of power that it may not have. Now I've taken the clutch cover off just to show you. This is a Poulan 20-inch bar. It will fit on the studs here. But if you went with a 24-inch or bigger bar, the holes for the studs here may be much bigger and the bar would be way too loose on the studs. So on this little chainsaw, you're pretty well limited to a 12-inch to 18-inch bar. I don't personally recommend a 20-inch bar because you're going to lack a lot of power. You can do it if you want. It's your personal choice, but personally I don't do that. The reason why I have a 12-inch bar on this little chainsaw is because I only cut small trees with it. And I find with a small bar and chain, it spins really fast and I get a little bit extra power. While I've got the clutch cover off this little chainsaw, a lot of people ask me sometimes, what's this little piece of aluminum over here? Well, what that is a chain catcher. If your chain breaks, usually it swings this way and this will catch the chain. So always make sure that this is in good condition on your chainsaw. And most chainsaws, no matter what make they are, usually have something over here to grab the chain if ever it broke. In my next question, a YouTuber saw one of my Tecumseh snowblower videos the other day, and he was wondering which one's the choke and which one is the throttle lever. So I think he saw a video of me tearing down one of these blown up engines, just like this from a snowblower. And I did have the carburetor cover off in that video, and I believe the knob was off here, so he wasn't sure which was which. So here's the answer. This is the throttle lever. It can go up and down, and this is the choke. The choke is always on when it's turned toward the recoil. And you can see the rabbit over here and the turtle and the symbol over here for the choke. These are basically universal symbols, and you're going to see this on a lot of engines and these symbols here as well for the throttle. So that's the throttle, and this is the choke. A YouTuber emailed me the other day asking me what's the best way to store fuel. Is it a good idea to always keep it in the shed even if your gas can is closed up? Well, the answer to that is yes. Always keep your fuel cans in a shed even if you've got the caps on securely all the time. For some reason, it just seems when stuff's left outside that moisture just has a way to get in there. And if you're not going to use your fuel for a while, add some fuel stabilizer to it. It will help prolong the life of your fuel if it's sitting in cans in your shed for a while. Now, I do find that mixed gas has a longer shelf life. It's probably because of the 2-cycle engine oil in it. And for some reason, it just helps to preserve your fuel a bit longer. Basically, I just add fuel stabilizer to my straight gas for my generator. After a while, I recycle the fuel. I'll put it in my car, refill the gas cans. And I usually do this after 60 days. It burns really good in the car. Then I know that I've always got fresh fuel sitting in my gas cans for my generator and other things around the house. So guys, that's about it for today. I've got some work to do. I'm working on my welding cart videos. Like I mentioned previously, I will be posting those in the next month or so. And before I end off today, I want to thank all you guys for your generosity, your support. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Friday.